Here we have it. This tiny box is the Loot Crate for March 2015. This is my first Loot Crate, and I think it's also likely to be my last, at least for the near future. And the reason for that is simply because it's taken more than a month from when it was shipped to get to me in the UK. And I've looked at other reviews and found out that other UK residents and subscribers have had similar problems. So for me, that's just not on. This box for March 2015 arrived after people were receiving their April 2015 boxes. And really, there's no reason it should take so long. When you look at something like Nerdblock, when they consistently can get their boxes out in a week, sent internationally, and I've had shipping from many companies internationally over the past few years, there's no reason why Loot Crate, as neat a box that it is, should take that long. So you can see it's a very simple looking box. That may be because of the covert theme, but it's actually a tiny box compared to all the other ones. And you've got the information on the back, which I've just undone the seal but not opened it, which says this has been sent from the Swiss Post. So whether this has come all the way from the States or via Switzerland, who knows? It's not quite sure where that's come across, but it is a nice looking box. Very small and compact, could almost fit through a letterbox. There's no tracking with this one, unlike some of the other crates as well. So let's have a look inside the Loot Crate for March 2015. I've managed to avoid reading any reviews of the crate or looking at other unboxing videos, although there are lots of them out by now because it's taken, as I said, rather a long time to get to me. So here we go. So we've got a keyboard inside on the bottom of the lid. Document share enjoy. Fingerprint access confirmed. Well, it's always nice to see a bit of effort going into design of different boxes, and presumably this is the t-shirt here. This is stirred, which I think we can probably see there's a James Bond reference there. Quite a nice looking plain shirt. I'm never that taken by white shirts because they're just a little bit boring. But if we can get this one open, the back is blank, then we can see this one of the slightly more awkward ones to unroll, perhaps because of its slow journey, but this is stirred there, so it's a nice t-shirt to start the box off. And we can see what else is inside. Quite a few other bits, obviously all very small because it is a tiny box. We've got the Stealth wristwatch. Blink time, try me. It looks like a Loot Crate exclusive because it's got the logo there. Press face to show the time. Well, let's see what it does. Alright, 8:15. We obviously need the time setting, but that's a interesting, quirky item. Blink time. I think in these days of smartwatches, whether that gets quite so much used. I've got a Pebble watch, which is very similar actually. You push the side to display the time. It's rather e-reader-like technology. But okay, that's a nice enough item. Put that to one side. What else have we got here? Something in a very small rattly packet. Looks like a lanyard of some kind. There's a clip on there. Whether we can easily get inside it, no. But I think essentially, maybe it could be... No, it's just a clip. It doesn't look like a USB stick one. Find out more about that when we get to the information card, which will be at the bottom of the pack. And here we've got a strap of some kind. I presume it's a luggage strap. Well, they are handy. If you've ever got your luggage on a rack and you're trying to identify it when it comes off the turnstile after a flight, then anything like that is useful. That probably isn't what it's meant to be at all, but that's the... could perhaps be some kind of bracelet. It would have to be a very big wrist, so I doubt it. But put that to one side, another little item. Here we've got something from Marvel. EFX Collectibles from Marvel. I presume this is the Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. item. Yes, it is. Looking at the back. I did try to get into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I wasn't able to keep going after the first few episodes. There's just so many things to choose from. This is an item, and I think it's a replica prop. I will have a look inside it to find out exactly what it's a replica of. Very well sealed up, and obviously it's very small, very thin, whatever it is. This Well, it's some kind of holographic card, presumably an entry card. And what does it tell us about it? It's a shield lanyard. Also, possibly this will link up with the, I suppose, the lanyard strap that goes around your neck as well. So there we go. This is an official prop replica, so you can see there it being worn by one of the actors in the show, and recreated using the original Marvel files. That's always the kind of thing that's quite cute and interesting to have. So there's the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and there's another classified item here, field notes, classified for use by authorised personnel only. I imagine these are blank notebooks without opening them up. Yes, let's have a look inside. Well, math style paper there. Little boxes. Is both one the same? No, one of them is more traditional exercise book paper there. So, I mean, they're quite a nice handy pocket size for keeping notes on, so they always come in handy. Here's a little badge. It's another one, Loot Crate branded. So it's fairly obvious where this one has come from. So, here's this one. March 2015 Covert. So it's just a badge that goes with the particular covert theme there. Quite hard to see that one even up close. It probably doesn't work that well on the camera. But we've got the covert badge. Here is Spy Mad Libs, the world's greatest word game. Oh, so it's one of these games where you put words in the blanks and you make things. Presumably you need to scan for this app and this guides you along. Let's have a look inside. That may be the back, but it's the way it came out of the box. A super silly way to fill in the blank. Okay, so anyone who likes a bit of match games in the States, or blankety blank as we call it in the UK, the old TV programme, that's that. So it's a few, looks like a little fun word puzzles and games or something amusing. It's quite nice. Another, presumably, no, it doesn't look like an exclusive item, but that's something I've not seen that one before. Ninjak #1, join the All-Star Creators Comicsology, get a free digital download. Okay, oh, a digital comic. I've not taken the digital comics that well, but it depends how well designed they are. Some of them just don't scroll very well on the screen. Well, I have read a few, but it's a good way of catching up with back issues and clearing over the space. But there's a comic to look at. And what else have we got here? Loot Crate for more. Go to this URL. So presumably this is going to be a bit of an advert. Right, so this is what the thing which I thought was a potentially for putting on your luggage, which you still could do, does turn out to be a bracelet. So it's a paracord survival bracelet. So, okay, so it's quite useful, this one. So you can use it to do various things. Make a tourniquet, build a snare, use a fishing line and more. So that one looks quite useful. So that's grown on me. So actually, in terms of the items in the box, notwithstanding the length of time this actually got to, or took to get to me, are quite useful here. So we've got a couple of little things left in here. We've got what looks like a little magazine from Loot Crate. Presumably, as I say, it's the first one I've had. This will tell us a bit more about the items. So let's scan through that one. Some short articles. Austin Powers there mentioned, great films. And what can we win or do? Right, so here's the exclusive t-shirt, the Bond one. We've got the Field Agent Blink Time wristwatch. There, 50 great gifts will make a good gift for somebody, I suspect. We've got the Mad Libs, the game made by Penguin Books. And the lanyard with the separate strap. There. We've got the exclusive paracord survival bracelet. So there you go. It looks quite a useful thing to have. And finally, a comic book, which I'm going to come to shortly, and the exclusive notebooks. So it's rather giving the game away, but there is a comic book in here at the bottom. Actually, possibly two comic books. IDW Orphan Black. So there it is. Whether these, of course, not exactly bagged. They've just got a bit of plastic around, which won't stay very secure once that's been opened. So have a look. Actually, one comic book and a board. Perhaps a slightly strange bagging there, but we won't go into that one now. But there we have a comic book. So quite a few interesting items in there, really. We have a look at them all. The t-shirt, all the other items. I'll see if there's a possible way of getting everything in the shot together. They actually spread out quite a lot, which tells you something. But I think in terms of the value of the box, okay, I'm not mad on the t-shirt, but it will get worn. It's a very small box, but they have really gone for a good number of items from Loot Crate. I like the way everything matches the theme, and I like the effort to bring together things like the watch, the survival bracelet and other items. So there's a bit more thought gone into it than some of the boxes, but I suspect, as I say, I've missed the April box, and I'm not currently a subscriber. Who knows? If they can improve the delivery, I may be a subscriber again in the future. But there you have it, the Loot Crate box for April 2015. Hope you enjoyed that, and if you are a bit closer on the packaging list and it gets a bit quicker, then I'm sure you'll find some great items in future Loot Crates.